Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, we're going to be opening up two packages. One comes from Oklahoma, and the other one comes to us all the way from Virginia. Cannot wait to see what they sent. And also, guys, I said I only had one Whittler the other day. Well, I actually got two. It was given to me by Mr. Ezra up there at the Danville, Kentucky Knife Show. I don't know why that does that sometimes. I haven't figured it out yet. It just pops up sometimes. But anyway, I guess they like the computer likes content, I guess. Anyway, we're going to be looking at the other Whittler that Mr. Ezra gave me and looking at it in the book. The pattern number is the biggest Whittler that Case makes. It's so cool. Anyway, let's get over here and open these packages and look at that other Whittler knife. And I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in today. And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, guys, here is the Whittler that Mr. Ezra gave me. I have it on the shelf over here. Beautiful piece. It's got that green tint bone. I love it. I really do. But it's called the Anglo-Saxon Whittler, according to my book. But this is a 2008. Ain't that cool? It's got 3 blades, of course. But you see there's the pattern number, 6391. 6 is for the bone, 3 is for the number of blades, and 91 is for the Anglo-Saxon pattern number for the knife. Right there. Tested XX. Ain't that cool? Beautiful piece. Love it. And here it is in the book. It's 4.5 inches long, Anglo-Saxon Whittler. This is the 5391. That pictured is stag. But they started making these. We'll look at it in the old section, but here it is from 20 to 40. Yellow composition. They have $3,000. Then you got the stag, 1920 to 1940, $3,500. And second cut stag is $4,000. And then the green bone is $4,500. And then the double X's under stag is $2,500. And then the red stag, my goodness, $3,250. Man, that is something right there. But they quit making these. They haven't made these since these right here, the way I understand it. It was a vault pattern. They made a special run, and Mr. Ezra found a few of these, and he actually gave me one. And I appreciate it too, buddy, so much. I love that. But they're pretty cool. The 5391. There's the 91 pattern for the Whittler. That's the biggest Whittler that Case makes that I know of. Unless I find another one in my book, but I think this is it. 4.5 inches long. Is that not cool or what? But let's see if they made it before 1920. Okay, guys, the only one I'm really seeing that's the 91 pattern is the stag right here. 5391 is $5,000. You see that 091, I don't think that's a Whittler there, because they're not really that much. The GM is for green metal. And then this one up here is green metal with a bell. Anytime you see an R at the end of a pattern number, it means a bell. You know, that little wire ring on the end of the knife, they call it a bell. That's what that R stands for. But the only true Whittler that I see is a 5391, and it's $5,000. So you're talking about a W.R. Case and Sons, or if you find one that says Case Brothers, you add 20 to 30% of the value. And then you got Bradford, Pennsylvania in there as well, that you could say that would be $5,000 for. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Love this book. But Mr. Ezra, buddy, thank you so much for giving me at the Danville Knife Show. That's a beautiful, beautiful knife. And I'll cherish it, buddy. Forever. It's going to be forever on display right here in the Knife Museum. Thank you again, man. And guys, now we're fixing to open the packages, and the first package comes to us all the way from Oklahoma from Mr. Billy Nelson. Hey Doc, I hope this package arrives intact and finds you well. I appreciate all you do for the knife community. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I think you will get a kick out of it. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Hillbilly Proud 762, all the way from Atoka County, Oklahoma. There's his YouTube right there. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel, buddy. Hillbilly Proud. I'll check you out, man. Hillbilly Proud 762. Appreciate this, man. Can't wait to see what you sent. Ooh, look at there. How about that? No, LMC. We'll look at this one last. Let's look at this one right here. This looks like an Imperial. It is an Imperial. USA over to the right. That's 56 to 88. Ain't nothing wrong with this thing. It just needs to be cleaned up. Very cool knife, too. That blade is full, too, man. That looks really good. It's got clamshell handles. Very cool, buddy. Thank you for that. And look at this big boy. Man. That is a cigar cattleman's. It's like a cigar, but I think this is a cattleman's knife. We're going to look at the pattern. Look at that. This is a very, very nice knife. Oh, man. Okay. What's wrong with it? We might have to. This is an X is under. Look at that. This is a 2345. We're fitting to look this up in the back. In the back. We're fitting to look this up in the book. 2345 and a half. Wow. Okay, if you know anything about case knives, let me move old Bigfoot out of the way. I know some of y'all probably know how to use this book, but a lot of people don't. But the 2345 pattern tells me 2 is for black composition. 3 is for the number of blades. So we know we're in the 2 blade section. You see here because the second number is 2. So you go to the 3 blade section right here, and then you go. All right, we went too far, see, because that's 87. So now you're looking for number 45 on the end. Here it is right here. A equal end cattleman knife. See here, the 2345 and a half. X is under right here. Black composition, that's it right there. Clip, sheet foot blade, and spay. If it was mint back in 2008, it'd been worth $140. But that's how you look at the number of blades, and you automatically know the second number is a 3. So you go to the 3 blade section, and then mainly it's in numerical order as far as the pattern. See, that's 44. This is 44. But see, this is 45. It goes 47 over here. I don't see a 46 pattern, but this is 47 right here. See, and then it goes up just like that. But that's how you use this book. See, this is all 47s. This is 47. That's 55. Then it jumps to 64. So that's how you use the book. You look at the blades. You go to that section of the number of blades, and you look for the end, whatever the end is. Like that one is 45, and of course you look for the full 45, and you'll find it. Then you look, when you're in the 45s, you look for the first number, which was 2, and that was the black composition. So that's how you use this book. Pretty cool, ain't it? Love it. But now we'll have to look into that and see if we can't repair that knife. Let's see what this is right here. This is pretty cool here. Presented by Chief of Staff, United States Army. That is so cool, buddy. A Zippo, Bradford, Pennsylvania. I love it, man. Mr. Billy, buddy, thank you so much for this knife. I love it, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it all, and I really like this sheath. See here? And that is a Zippo. sheath as well. That's an old one. Very, very cool, man. Mr. Billy, thank you again so much, buddy. I love it. Love all the knives. Can't wait to work on that. And I'll clean this one up and put it in the auction if you don't mind. Very cool. But thank you, man. Mr. Billy sent all those knives all the way from Lane, Oklahoma, 799 miles away from Ellaville, Georgia. Mr. Billy, buddy, thank you so much for sending those knives in. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. God bless you, buddy. Okay, guys, the next package comes to us all the way from Mr. Scott Jesse from Lebanon, Virginia. Hey, Doc, Kevin. First, I want to thank you for your service. I had 2 sons that served in the Army. One pulled 2 deployments in Iraq. I really enjoy your videos. I try to watch them daily. They have helped me to learn a lot. Loved watching your redo your dad's knife. I've got a few of my dad's old knives. I've included a few things I hope you enjoy. One is special. I lost my mom to cancer in March, so the one knife is for your new collection in honor and memory of Mr. Glenn. God bless you and keep you and all the knife gang. Scott Jesse. P.S. Mr. Glenn would really like the special knife. Mr. Scott, I just want to take this moment here to tell you how sorry I am for the loss of your mom back in March. I want to say also to your sons, thank you for the service to this great nation of ours. And just thank you for everything you sent in, buddy. Appreciate you thinking of Mr. Glenn. It says open first here. And there's several knives. Looks like. Can't wait to see what they are. Look at that. That's some pretty bone, ain't it? What is it right there? That is a Boker USA. Look at there. Broken spring. Great parts of knife, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. The big boy here. Wow. That is a Solingen, Germany. Is it Buck Creek? Oh, can't get that one up. Yeah, strong spring. Let's see if we can't get that up so we can tell what it is. Buck Creek. That's pretty cool. Broken blade. You know what, y'all? Hang on one second. This is so cool. Hang on. Y'all know what I got, guys? You see that shield right there? Look here. Eric and them gave me a knife to see if I can't find a shield for it. Guess what just come in? Is this not cool or what? Or what? Look here. Look here. Buck Creek. That is so amazing, y'all. I'm like, where in the world am I going to... I was going to try to use a Schrade, because Schrade makes them kind of like that, you know. But look at that. Eric is going to love that, because I think he was trying to buy that from the world famous Michael Hale. And they was going to see if I couldn't find a shield for it. And guess what? Just come in. That is so awesome. I will get that done. I'll take this shield off and get this done before our next meetup sometime next month. Very, very cool. Love it, man. Buddy, thank you so much, Scott, for this parts knife, dude. That is so awesome. I'm going to put them together. But this is a great, great knife. Stag. Look at that beautiful stag. Look here. And we're going to shine it up, too. Buck Creek Handmade, Solingen, Germany. I don't know much about the Buck Creek knives. Awesome, ain't it? Let's just see if they're in my book real quick. Yeah, right here, see? Buck Creek, London, Kentucky, made in Germany, 1970 to 89, 2-star collectability. Look at the Buck brothers. Look at them. Worcester, Maryland. No, Massachusetts. 1853 to 1927, 4-star collectability. Buck brothers. Well, I be dog. Very cool. Anyway, I think there's a story in here. If it's not, I was wrong. Let's see. I thought it was in here, but it's not. Okay. Well, at least we know when they started. 1970. So those will be fixed. That I'll be taking that shield off that one and putting it on the other one and giving it to Mr. Eric. Whoa, what is that right there? Never seen that shield before. Is that a ram? We got to see what kind this is. Man, that's pretty bone, ain't it? Guys, I love this stuff. It's like a mystery. You know what I mean? I think that's all I need. You got to be careful when you're doing this. Especially with that blade open right there. But that's the only way I can get it. Oh, man. We're just going to take a little sand paper here, a little 1000, and hit that tang real quick. Never seen that before. Boy. That's some strong springs, I know that. Very cool. Nice parts knife. Whoa. This looks like a, man, that's pretty bone right there now. Boy, I wish I could tell what that was. Trademark. Is that Winchester? Huh. Let's see if the other blade has the stamp on it. It does. I'm going to use the sandpaper again. I'll close this blade to start with. Winchester. Ain't that cool? That is so awesome. I knew it when I saw that trademark on the other one. Now that is a very, very old knife, y'all. Let's just see when Winchester was making knives and learn the story of Winchester. Look here. Winchester, New Haven, Connecticut. Winchester Arms Company, 1919 to 1942. 4-star collectability. Is that not cool or what? Winchester was at one time making King Cutter knives. E.C. Simmons, the King Cutter brand. Ain't that cool? So let me check if there's a story of Winchester. There is a full story of Winchester, y'all. Okay, let me raise y'all up a little bit so you can see the book. Here we go. It says, when the Winchester Arms Company decided to expand into the cutlery field shortly after World War I, it did so through acquisition. In 1919, Winchester purchased two very reputable knife manufacturers, the Eagle Knife Company of New Haven, Connecticut, and the Napanock Knife Company of Napanock, New York. For Winchester, these purchases were well-founded in its entry into the knife market. Eagle had developed machinery and methods such as blade blanking and automatic blade grinding, which would be so important to assemble line production. Napanoch had made a very high quality knife, and the skill of Napanoch cutlers would complement the modern production methods designed by Eagle. A large percentage of the employees of the two purchased companies became employees of Winchester in the New Haven, Connecticut factory. By combining technology, skill, and cutlery experience so acquired, Winchester was able to soon mass produce a high quality knife marked with its own brand. Convinced that it was solidly entrenched within the market, Winchester adopted the motto described its knives as good as the gun. Wow, ain't that cool? In 1922, Winchester and E.C. Simmons Hardware Company of St. Louis, Missouri merged to form the Winchester Simmons Company. Wow, I did not know. See, this is all new to me. I knew that Winchester had made knives for King Cutter. Winchester was to have production responsibility, and Simmons was to be responsible for marketing. At the same time of the merger, Simmons owned controlling interests of the Walden Knife Company. In 1923, production of Walden knives ended, and all the Walden's equipment was moved to the Winchester site. In addition to knives marked with the Winchester trademark, the factory also made knives branded King Cutter for sale by Simmons. Is this not cool or what? The firm of Winchester Simmons was dissolved, with Winchester retaining the manufacturing facilities and Simmons the marketing business. Up until the 30s, Winchester knives were of excellent quality. Increasing competition from manufacturers of low-priced cutlery motivated the company to begin selling dealer assortments of lesser quality knives. The advent of World War II offered Winchester other manufacturing alternatives, and cutlery production was ceased by early 1942. How about that? It also has a list of knives, so we're going to see if we can't find this knife in there. Let me see if there's a pattern number on the back of the blade. Look here. 2998. Is that not cool? So we're fixing to look this knife up in this book right here, guys. I love it. There it is right here. 2998. 3.5 inches long. Bone. Bare head, regular jack. $240 if it was mint back in 2008. Ain't this cool, guys? And see, it tells you right here that the 9, I guess 2 is for the number of blades, but the 9 stands for, sometimes used for bone or stag. Pretty cool, ain't it? There's 7 right there. So 9 on this knife was for bone. It don't tell about the what the other numbers are for, but I'm assuming the 2 is for the number of blades, since there's 2, because there's 3, see? And you got 3 blades, so very, very cool. I love this stuff, y'all. But look at that bone, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We could actually try to get this knife going again. We need a clip blade, though. Or I'm talking about not a clip blade, a pen blade. Man, it's a beautiful piece of history right here, guys. Love it. Very cool part knives, man. That's pretty cool. I love it. All right, this is, I think that's a special knife. And you got some stickers and highlight lighters. Home of the free because of the brave USO. Actually, some magnets here. We'll put them up on the ceiling. And he got me some highlighters. That's pretty cool. Okay, Bible safe. It says U.S. Office Supply. Bible safe. I can give this one to Val because she reads her Bible and highlight stuff. So we'll give them both to Val. Very cool. Thank you for this, Scott. The sword of the Lord, Hebrews. Look here. Look at the Bible, y'all. Look here. This is awesome, man. So it's the vest pocket New Testament with Psalms and Proverbs. Very, very cool. Look at that. I love that. Hebrews 4:12. The sword of the Lord. He wrote that out. For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. I love this, man. Thank you so much for this. I will keep it on my desk. Love this, man. Thank you so much. And then the sheath here. It's a very nice sheath. Very well made. Thank you, man. And let's see the special knife here. He said he lost his mom to cancer back in March. And Scott, buddy, I'm sorry for your loss. I really am, buddy. I watched that mess eat Glenn away. It's just amazing it's not amazing, but it's just astonishing, I should say, how that stuff just eats you up, man. And I'm so sorry again for your loss. And I already see what it is. It's a rust lock. Look at, that is a pretty blue. Man sakes alive. Yes, sir. It's going to go in my rust lock collection in memory of Mr. Glenn and your mom. Beautiful. What year is it? That is a year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 2012. That is a pretty blue. I love that shield too. The Collector's Case Club. How about that? Buddy, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for thinking of Mr. Glenn. He was actually on my heart pretty hard today. He really has been for the past few days. So, but thank you for this. I've had this package for almost 3 weeks now. And it just seems to... I just seem to open them at the right time. Just put it that way. And it was just meant to be today. And just thank you so much for this and remembering Glenn. And again, I'm so sorry for your loss, buddy. Thank you again so much. Wow. Mr. Scott sent those knives and gifts all the way from Lebanon, Virginia. It's even on the map. 502 miles away from Ellerville, Georgia. Mr. Scott, buddy, thank you so much for all the gifts and knives. Thank you so much for thinking of Mr. Glenn. Sorry about your loss for your mom, buddy. God bless you, man. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. I want to thank Mr. Billy and Mr. Scott for sending all that stuff in. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. And again, Mr. Scott, I'm so sorry about your loss of your mom back in March. It's just, like I said, it's astonishing how that stuff would just eat your body away. And I actually seen it with Mr. Glenn. And I want to thank you for remembering Mr. Glenn with that beautiful blue rust lock. I got it over here in my display already. And we'll get to see that in the outro today. So thank you again. Well, guys, I just want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Until we meet again, guys. Got a knife. Hang on. I'll use the one that Mr. Dave Antiques sent in. Beautiful. Buck 120 stag. Look at that thing. Ain't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. All right. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Till we meet again, guys. Y'all be lucky. Good night. Stay sharp. And I want to thank Mr. Dave Antez for this beautiful knife. Thank you, buddy, from Fowler, Michigan. Thank you, man. There it is right there. I've got quite a few more rust locks to add. These will be going down, and I got some more rust locks to add, but there's some beautiful rust locks right there. I love them. Thank you again, Scott, in memory of your mom and Mr. Glenn. Hoorah.